Bleh. Hair on my tongue. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Teely here. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for dropping by. My name is Teely and I upload a new video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you end up liking this video, which of course you haven't seen it yet, but when you see it, if you like it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit that big red subscribe button down below, and of course double whack that notification bell, because unfortunately if you don't, you will never know when I upload a brand new video. So you should totally go and hit all three of those buttons right now. I'm waiting for you. Alright, now we can continue. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about college versus high school, and especially for you guys transitioning from becoming a freshman after being a senior in high school. And sometimes things can be misleading, there's a lot of confusion, and this is of course back to school season, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys some major differences between high school and college. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Of course, you guys, the first difference is dress code. Now, I was that person when I moved to Texas. I was like, okay, what is this? Because there was barely a dress code back home. But in high school, you have to wear jeans. You can't wear anything skin tight, no tank tops, your bra straps can't be showing. Ladies, we have such a hard time with dress code, and guys, you guys kind of get away with more than girls do, and I'm not being a feminist, that's just really how it is. But in college, you could go to school in your PJs. You could go to school wearing a sports bra and leggings. If you were to go work out before or after class, you just show up like that, like it doesn't matter. Number two is the scheduling and time management. This is crazy. So you're going from a senior in high school that had to be in school for 7.5 to 8 hours, having 7 classes, 5 out of 7 days of the week, and that's like your whole day. Whereas when you get in college, you might be on campus 2 to 4 times a week, and you're only there for like an hour and a half tops. Number 3 is the differences for what colleges and high schools want you to do and how they want you to achieve your goals, and whether they want you to actually just pass or be successful. In high school, it is generally just that they want you to graduate so that you get your generalized diploma. Now, the thing is about this is that there are a lot of schools that don't tend to care whether you pass or not. Some teachers will pass a student if they just don't want to have that student again. And I've seen it done. I am kind of disgusted with that fact that it's even like that. But then there's times where in high school people really help you achieve your goals and want you to be successful, which is what college wants you to do all the time. College always wants you to be successful because college isn't for everybody. College may not be for you when you go. For all you know, you could be in your first couple of classes in college and you realize, hey, this isn't me. I can't do this. So maybe you go and build your business. Maybe you make a YouTube channel and you start making content because that's something that you love. It's honestly a huge difference between colleges and high school. Number 4 has to do with the environmental society of high school and college. So in high school, everyone knows there are cliques. There are the gamers, nerds, loners, what people classify still as mean girls or the boss babes in school. It exists. I honestly negate the argument that they don't exist because I saw them every day. And at one point, I was a part of one, and I realized, hey, this is not okay. I'm not going to become one of the followers. I'm going to just come back over to myself and do my own thing. And this is a little story time real quick. My thing was belly dancing in high school, and I still do it to this day, and I've been doing it for over 6 years. And I decided to stop being a person that sat with everybody else. I came back to myself and I made a club / organization in the school, did performances, choreographed. My best friend was my officer, and we killed it when we did our routines. So I made my mark in high school. And high school, with the cliques, it limits what people can do, whereas in college, people mind their own business. Number 5 has to do with attendance. And I learned this one the hard way. So in high school, you are required to attend a certain amount of hours for each class, the days, and if you don't, even if you have a straight A in that class and you don't show up, you will not pass. In college, attendance is suggested. So technically, you don't have to show up to class. But there's a few loopholes, because if you don't show up and there's something given in class, if you don't have a study buddy, then you will miss it. You will miss crucial information. And also, there are some colleges that say that you have to show up, because if you don't have enough credit hours. You won't be able to apply for your financial aid. You won't be able to pass the class, and you will have no idea what you're doing. Number 6 is a big difference that I noticed. In high school, when your teachers give you a due date, that's it. That's it. You don't have it in on time, that's a 0. You can't make it up. They're not gonna budge. Nothing. But in college, your professors are more sympathetic and they can relate to you on not really a personal level, but like a life level. Because there are things that come up in college. We are adults. There's work, children, health issues. There's so much that has to happen when you're an adult. So if you tell your professor ahead of time, not last minute, if you do it last minute, they're gonna be like, well, you knew about this. How come you didn't message me sooner? I can't fix this for you. If you message them right when you know, like, hey, I don't know if I'm getting this assignment done. I'm not understanding it. And one of two things will happen. One, they'll ask you to come to their office. You guys discuss further options to continue through the course and to help you understand the material better. Or 2, they will actually extend the due date for the entire class. And there's also times if you have an online class and nobody gets what's going on, the professor will then extend the due date and have a more in-depth version of what's going on. So that's super helpful. Big difference. That's definitely going to decrease some of your guys' stress levels. Number 7 has to do with textbooks and materials. So in high school, based on my experience, high school teachers tend to try to follow the text exactly how it's written. There were a few teachers that I had that didn't follow the text. They were like, oh, blah, blah, blah. We're just gonna do stuff on the board. In college, it is rare for a professor to follow the textbook. So I'm like, why on earth did I just go spend $200 on this textbook? Why? If we're not gonna follow the text and use it. I mean, come on. So, pro tip alert right here, right now, before you take the shrink wrap off of any of your textbooks, make sure with your professor that you're actually going to use it. Because if you're not going to use it and the shrink wrap is still on it, you can return it and get your money back. But if you take the shrink wrap off, you find out you're not going to use the textbook, and you try taking it back to the bookstore, they will not accept it because you broke the shrink wrap, which now it's a used textbook, and some textbooks they don't take back. What are you going to do? Number 8 drove me crazy going from high school to college. And this is big. It doesn't matter what class you have, because this is it all the time. Okay. In high school, when you got study guides to study for your tests, they were specific. Like, you had math problems, specific questions, specific content to study. In college, you get a list of topics. And there's no details on what you actually need to know. Number 9 has to do with bullying and harassment. And I am probably going to bring this up in almost every back to school video that I make, because there's a lot of like personal feelings towards it that I have. That's from what I saw and the struggles that I experienced throughout high school. Bullying and harassment is low on the priority list. There's not a lot of power behind getting it taken care of. And because in high school we're still treated as kids, it's not as effective to like, hey, you're suspended. Like, you only get suspended if you actually hit somebody and you make them like really injured. So it's really hard to get someone to listen to you in high school and to help you through what you're going through, whether it's bullying, harassment, if you've been assaulted. It doesn't matter. High school doesn't take it like it's supposed to. Like, you're supposed to help the kids get past their bullying and help apprehend the bully, but instead you switch around the person that's being bullied and being hurt throughout the school, and the bully just gets to go do whatever they want and still torment the student. In college, here's the big difference. You're an adult. Once you reach the age of 18, around the world, if you bully somebody, if you harass somebody, you get in trouble like an adult. It's not taken lightly in college at all. The 10th and last difference between the two is that people are more confrontational in high school, and in college, people mainly just stare at you. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I know today was a longer chit chat video, but there really wasn't a way to dumb down these 10 main differences between high school and college. And that's because there's a lot to honestly cover. There's a lot more than what this video has to offer, but these are the top 10 things that I noticed when switching from high school to college. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit that big red subscribe button down below, and double whack the notification bell, because if you don't, you'll never see another video from me, because you won't be notified every time that I upload a video. So, to continue this conversation and to continue making bomb videos, if you want a like, comment, shout out, and featuring in one of my next YouTube videos and across all your social media, screenshot this right here and post on all of your social media, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Bleh. Hair on my tongue. If you don't, you'll never miss another video. Wait. If you don't